2025 has just begun, like a blank page ready to be written. I've been reflecting on the goals and resolutions I want to achieve this year. One of them is to write more often, to connect with myself through words. Reflecting on the small moments, exploring deep thoughts, or something as simple as reviewing how the day went and what lies ahead for the next. I've never had a proper system for note-taking. My ideas are scattered everywhere. In old notebooks, digital notes, post-its that go missing. This chaos tells me something. I need to organize my mind. But I don't want just any notebook. I want something special, something I can use all year long. I searched online and in stores, but I couldn't find one that truly felt right. Either the material wasn't suitable, or the type of paper didn't meet my needs. I wanted a notebook that could handle ink and drawings, but most importantly, something I could cherish from the very first moment. Then it hit me. Maybe I didn't need to keep searching. Maybe I needed to create it. While going through a sewing box, inherited from my grandmother, I found treasures that connected me to her. Cotton threads she once gave me to inspire me to embroider. Scraps of fabric from a garment she was repairing. But what moved me the most were her daily notes. My grandmother was an enthusiastic writer, a habit she inherited from her parents and grandparents, and one I now feel the desire to carry on. When I found these notes and fabric scraps, something changed. I felt the need to cherish more moments as she did, to write more, to bring them to life on pages that endure. This is how the idea for this notebook was born. And now, this piece of fabric connects me to her in a way I never imagined. With the materials ready on the table, I only needed to wax the thread to sew the notebook's pages. And the solution was right in front of me. That jar of honey held more than it seemed. Inside there were small pieces of wax I needed. As I extract the wax from the honey, I realize this notebook won't be ordinary. It will be a reflection of everything I value, even in the most everyday details. The wax needs to be melted in the microwave for a few minutes and then left to dry. Once the wax is cool, it can be removed from the mold and will be ready to use. The notebook will have 100 pages, and I'll use slightly thicker paper for greater durability, ideal for writing and drawing. This type of paper is less likely to let ink bleed through to the other side. The first step in the binding process is to prepare the pages we'll use. Next, they're folded in half using a bone folder. Then they're grouped into signatures of 10 pages each. And they're left to press for a few hours. Learning something new has a transformative power. Whether it's designing your own notebook, trying out a special recipe, or taking your first steps into a new craft. That's why I'm excited to talk about Craftsy, the sponsor of today's video. Craftsy is an online community for those of us who love exploring our creativity. They offer more than 2,000 classes from sewing, knitting, quilting to painting, cooking, and much more. You can learn directly from experts with lessons tailored to every skill level, all at your own pace, whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your craft. I enjoy learning new techniques or revisiting those I already know, and Craftsy makes it so easy to do. For example, a few days ago, I took the course Stash Busting Secrets for Sweater Knitting and More, which was perfect for using up the leftover yarn I had at home. I learned creative ways to make the most of my materials, avoiding waste. And while preparing the project for this video, I found helpful tips in an article about bookbinding that really helped me refine a few details. So, if you've ever wanted to learn something new or take your creative projects to the next level, I highly recommend giving Craftsy a try. It's a universe of creativity waiting to be explored. And as part of this video, Craftsy has a special offer just for you. The first 1,000 subscribers to click the link in the description will get a full year of premium membership for only $1.49. That's a huge discount compared to the normal price of $123. Please remember, this offer is valid for new members only. Don't miss the chance to join this amazing creative community. What will you create today with Craftsy? Thank you, Craftsy, for sponsoring this video. After a few hours, the signatures were perfectly pressed. The next step is to mark the spacing for the stitching. Measurements are taken from the center of spine, marking every 2.5 centimeters. Then, using an awl, we make holes through the pages of each signature. Now it's time to sew each signature and join them together. First, we'll coat the cotton thread with wax to prevent it from tangling while sewing. Next, we tie a simple knot to secure the thread to the curved needle, and another knot at the end of the thread. Start sewing the signatures from the bottom end of the spine, passing the wax thread through the first hole and securing it with a firm knot. Each stitch connects the folds in a uniform pattern, ensuring the pages are firm and well aligned. When adding new signatures, each one is secured to the previous with a linking stitch, which not only connects them but also reinforces the structure. At the end, the thread is tied off with a discreet knot, completing the base of the notebook. Next, it's pressed again to glue the spine and stitches, and left to dry for a few hours. When the spine is dried, the bookmark ribbon is added. I decided to create my own headbands to give the notebook a more personal touch. headbands are placed at the ends of the spine, above the bookmark ribbon. Finally, everything is secured by gluing a piece of fabric over the spine. The cardboard covers are cut and given a layer of paper to make them thicker. The cardboard is placed with space left for the spine of the notebook and the necessary allowance to fold the covers. Now for the notebook's special touch. I'll use the fabric piece from my grandmother's dress to cover the notebook's covers. I'll also add a layer of fusible interfacing to give the fabric more stiffness. The fabric is cut to size, leaving a margin to fold and glue the fabric onto the cardboard covers. It's time to carefully attach the notebook cover, gluing each part. The same is done with the fabric margin, gluing it to the inside of the cover. Finally, the notebook is attached to the cover, a process that requires great care to ensure it is properly aligned. A decorative sheet or cardstock is added to cover the inner side of the cardboard. And this will also secure the notebook to the cover. Sometimes, you don't need to find something perfect. You just need to create it. And this notebook is simple, but it has a purpose: to accompany me in this new year, to write, to draw, to discover myself on every page, and to set clear goals for this year.
Our hearts beat through the city streets. We began to feel the fire.
Starting a journal is more than just a habit. It's a commitment to yourself.
Tall buildings, as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, and it's just begun.
Writing helps you clarify your goals, understand your true purpose, and appreciate life's small details.
We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky just to.
It's an opportunity to grow and evolve, as well as a powerful way to stay focused by reflecting on your thoughts and emotions throughout the year. If you've never kept a journal, start small. Find a place that inspires you, like your favorite corner at home, a park, or that cozy cafe on the street corner.
Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed.
Don't worry about perfection. Write what you feel. You can start with a sentence, a thought, or a question. The key is to be authentic and consistent. Creating my own notebook was more than a DIY project. It was a tribute to the hands that stitched before me and to the words written before mine.
From the sky, just